Star Showdown. The rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. One of the things he has reiterated to his offensive coordinator is he wants his quarterback to break that school record for passing touchdowns in a season. Now obviously they are going to have a balanced game plan. When they're in the red zone, they're going to take the best play available. But it is in the back of their mind. They want their quarterback to go down in history, and they have a big opportunity to do that here today. Reese?
Holly, thank you. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And just take a knee, and this drive will start. So Texas offense will have first crack at this one. These two teams don't exaggerate each other, and man, did they trade blows back and forth the last time they met.
Yeah, Reese, don't love each other is an understatement. They severely dislike each other, and that's how it should be. And last game, man, it was back and forth, back and forth. You didn't know who was going to win. Who's mentally prepared for this ball game? Who can handle the emotions, Palmer, early to start this game?
Yeah, that's the great thing about rivalry games like this. When these two teams play each other, it's like two heavyweight fighters trading haymakers, and ultimately it comes down to which guy, which team is standing last.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner. And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. Quick completion on the out route. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
So Texas A&M's offense will now get its first chance with the football. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. Game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays. They know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. The throw to the outside, ripping off a pretty good chunk of yards. Down to the 41 with a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A little grass, creating some space. Up to the 47-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Reed makes the catch. It's Riley. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. A&M no read. On target. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. In that crisp air all around you in this win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. Dave's riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is Salute Showdown.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning. Running inside. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Reed to throw. Right side, it's Owens. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. The Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on first. Keeping his eyes downfield. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Trying to get the corner. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback will keep it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay from there. And this offense is off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Kicker to try this drive. Splits the uprights right down the middle. In 4.
Down, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that I can trust.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Finds a toss in the middle. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, they've climbed into the top 50. Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if this squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle it?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the...
Snags it, and there's running room. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Makes the catch. It's Wingo. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. The run inside. It Smothers. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Manning. Firing to the right, complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Finds his man on the RPO. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Caught. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together, and you finally force the 3rd down. Starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Arch is going to throw for it. He's got the tight end. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Out wide right, it's Craven. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Throwing Reed. Rushes on. Breaks loose. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Caught. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. A strike downfield. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Reed. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Red Raiders, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And that's 4 straight on the season for this team as they continue what is now a nice little streak. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back over to your game at Kyle Field. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
I caught up with the Longhorns head coach at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give on the counter. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right side, it's Townsend. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick. Like to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, happy to get the field goal.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 20. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarter have, David, short-term. And he's got room. He stopped just a link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. From the gun. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a guy that they're going to feature, give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Left side is Horton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They'll line up for a second down play. Reed, under pressure, grabs it in the middle. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
They're all over him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Makes the grab. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. To throw, Manning. Got his man in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Moving the pocket, it's Manning. Finds his tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Play action, here's Manning. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. There he goes.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Final play of the quarter coming. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Couldn't set his feet.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. On the ground, it's Smothers. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He's stopped. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Now here's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Breaks away on the left. He's at the 10. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins. Horns are up, and the eyes of Texas are focused on building the lead against the Aggies.
And the Horns are capturing this momentum. A lot of angst, a lot of nervousness early in the game, Palmer. But now Texas in this rivalry game taking over.
Yeah, you're right. Hook 'em right now. They're just enforcing their will in this game. They're the more physical team at this point. Texas A&M, they've got an uphill battle here.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when he's going for a big play downfield. Pulls it in on the right. He's loose. Touchdown, Aggies! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? And Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to miss. And this guy showed you right there. A difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. 1 play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
But what a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the number 1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Reed to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He's got it down the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now third in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
A booming punt, and it's headed toward the sideline. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. On the ground, it's Owens. Turning it on! They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Throwing Reed. Escapes the pressure going right. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Fourth quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Reed. On the move. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Look out! He'll pull it down. Gets the first himself. Slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to...
Makes a deep grab. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Reed. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Breaks into the open. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And the defense gave up some yards late in the game, but when it mattered most, when the offense had a chance to go in here and take the lead late in this football game, they absolutely closed the door, get the INT, and get the ball back to their offense.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Was to pass. Extending the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Reed got his man on the right. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Quarterbacks have got to have composure, and I know this guy's thrown some...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic, feet. And I think they got used to it in the ball game. They got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. From the gun on third down, Reed. Left. He was fighting and struggling his way to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with fourth. Reed to throw for it on fourth. Escape to his right. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end. And it slips through his huge gain if he could have held on. Long way to go on second down. Here's Reed to throw.
Well, the quarterback off target. And run in your sleep.
And the downfield for the big play. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kick. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Reed. A shot toward the... And his man, it'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Formality between them and 3-4 minutes coming. The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown, and hooking up and getting the victory over the Yankees. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.